Oh, hey, I said I would share how we made these paintbrush, I guess, Santa Claus dudes at my craft night. So, really, it's quite easy. Hang on to those old, dusty, crusty paintbrushes because you can make some pretty stinking cute things with them. I'm using polymer clay, just white, black, and peach to create a really simple face for the snowman or the brush dude or whatever you want to call him. And I am pressing this directly onto the metal part of the brush. On some of the ones I made, I also put the mouth on the bearded part or, like the bristles of the brush. That didn't always tend to stick very well. And once they came out of the oven, sometimes the pieces fell off. I just glued them down with either hot glue or tacky glue. But if you try to keep most of the pieces on the metal part and pressing them in nice and firmly, they should stay. Now, if you're thinking, Cassie, I then bake this in the oven and isn't there going to be like a burnt hair smell? Maybe. I bake my polymer clay stuff in the toaster oven, and I know on the package it says to bake it for like 275. I never bake anything that high as far as polymer clay goes. I usually keep it around 200 and then just bake it in there a little bit longer. But really, you don't have to bake it that long in order for the clay to harden up. And like I said, if it falls off, well, then you just hit it with a little bit of tacky glue. So I made two simple eyes, a pupil, a little highlight, a little thing for the nose, cheeks, and a mouth. Ta-da! Next up comes painting the brush. I like to use acrylic paint because it dries super duper fast. And I want to leave these out in my art room all year long. So I'm trying not to go with a Santa theme with these. Just kind of like, I don't know, a goofy paintbrush kind of guy. Yeah, that sounds like something that would be appropriate in my art room. And then I went about adding a little bit of polka dots and dots to add a little bit of variety and pattern to mine. Okay, so this is a trade secret. If you want paint to dry quickly, my toaster oven was still pretty toasty from the polymer clay, so I just put them back in the oven. And in like a minute, the paint was dry. Again, I don't know if that's something that I should be recommending you do, but it's what I did and it worked for me. Once all the polka dots were on there, then I was ready to add the little loop of ribbon to create a hanger for these guys. Now, when you're cutting out a loop of ribbon or yarn or thread or whatever you wish to use to hang them up, cut it really, really long. Oops, I got ahead of myself. I'm making a pom pom. My bad. When you're making a pom pom, wrap your yarn around three fingers a bajillion times. Exactly. Like count to a bajillion. Cut it off and then tie a string right through the middle. Make sure you tie that string with a double knot. Make it nice and tight. Then you'll slide your scissors into each one of those loops, like a so. And then once you've got that done, you're going to give the whole thing a nice tight haircut. So trim it up really good. I like to do this over a trash can or a plate because you're going to end up with yarn everywhere. I think pom-pom making is so much fun. You don't need like one of those gadgets from the store to do it. All you need is or are three fingers and a whole bunch of wrap time. And then I like to roll it into a ball to fluff it up a little bit. Hey, it's the ribbon I was talking about. Yeah, fold it in half, slide it through, kind of. Come on, grandma fingers. And then, yeah, put both ends through the loop. You'll want to make that ribbon a lot longer than you would have thought. It's really hard to talk this fast. I am so sorry, but you get the drift. And I hope you make some super cute brushes yourself. Toodles!